Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN, and Feliz Anno to everybody watching, to all Arsenal fans. Arsenal 4, Brighton 2. I said that it would be 2-1 to Arsenal. Listen, it is what it is. It wasn't a complete performance that I wanted, but once again, the Gunners, listen, let's keep it real, caramba. The players are showing heart, playing for the manager, going out there and putting a performance. Now, there was aspects to the game today that I wanted to be better. But overall, we came into this game seeing that Man City dropped points. What a goal by Damari Gray. If you've not seen that, make sure you go on Sky Sports highlights and make sure you watch that. Slapped it, yeah, held them to a draw. Arsenal now winning this game has brought us 7 points clear of Man City, and we stay top. And this is the best New Year's present. This is what you can ask for as an Arsenal fan. Now, getting into the game, we started off very fast. We started off exactly the way that I wanted, to impose ourselves into Brighton, a Brighton team that we knew going into this game didn't have Caicedo, they didn't have McAllister, that also played very, very well in the World Cup and won it with Argentina. So we knew they didn't have certain players, and we needed to take advantage of that and impose ourselves. And Odegaard, from the first minute, less than 5 minutes in, and we score. Odegaard driving at Brighton, loses it. He should have shot at that chance. Partey wins the ball back, gives it to Martinelli. Martinelli shoots, and the Brighton defender clears it to Saka, and Saka scores it 1-0. But that all started by Odegaard being direct. And this is something that I've been asking of Odegaard this season. I've been very critical, às vezes, calling them filhos da puta, filho da merda, não sabe jogar como deve ser, não é jogador como deve ser. But I'm telling you something, this season, everything I've wanted from this guy, he is producing. I criticized Odegaard for not being direct enough. He's more direct this season. I criticized him for his numbers going forward and contributing more to goals and assists, and he's doing that. So listen, excellent start from Odegaard, and setting pace and setting precedent of how we should have been approaching this Brighton game. And you could already see Brighton got a little bit shaken up a little bit, because they're trying to find a bit of rhythm. And within 5 minutes, Arsenal goes 1-0 up. And listen, eu estava a celebrar, estava aqui with my rum and coke, you know what I mean? Novo ano, estou aqui a celebrar mais ano de vida, mais ano aqui nessa terra. Listen, you have to celebrate. You have to be happy when it comes to all of that. You know what I'm saying? So big up to everyone, and big up to Odegaard for that first goal, you know? And we went 1-0 up within 5 minutes. Martinelli passes it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko in the box does a little feint and and literally the defender didn't even see him, and unluckily the goalkeeper saves it. But very good for Zinchenko, and you've seen that he's coming into this team that's got a lot of confidence, that we're playing with a lot of confidence, controlling the game, and you can see those little things, and it shows you that the players are confident. You know, when you see players thinking, you know, and pulling out little feints and stuff like that, it's because the players are playing with confidence. They're playing believing that they can win the game, and that's a little thing that I saw from Zinchenko, obviously starting this game. And Trossard almost scores. Zinchenko gets caught out. And I think at times in the first half, Trossard was getting a couple of space. He was getting in behind, had a couple of opportunities, but we weathered that storm. And that's what sometimes you got to do. You know, we were bringing the game to Brighton and controlling the game in the first half. But Trossard had 1-2 situations where he could have scored, and we weathered the storm. Brighton corner, no one gets there. And the Brighton player headers it, and they were trying to apply pressure. And that corner that Brighton had, and literally the way they whipped it into the box, nobody gets to it. No Brighton player, no Arsenal player. And you're thinking, if a Brighton player gets their head onto that, the way that's whipping in so perfectly, that would be a 1-1 at that situation. But we weathered the storm. There was times in the first half where Brighton was applying pressure. Yes, we controlled the half, the majority of the half. But Brighton were also, you know, applying pressure. But we weathered the storm in the first half. And I can only give praise to Arsenal for that. Saka on the break, he had a chance to shoot, but he passed too late to Nketiah, and it was put out. And I was thinking, come on, Saka, man. Like, literally, if you just delivered that a little bit earlier, it would have got to Nketiah. Nketiah on the ball, just about passes the defender, sticks a foot out, and there you go. It would have been 2-1 at that point in the game. But it is what it is. It didn't happen. And but I think Saka was very good in this game overall anyway. That was just something that I picked up. Then there was a corner from Brighton, poor clearance again, and Odegaard shoots and scores. And once again, you know, the first 2 goals that Brighton concede is about them not clearing the ball. The first one with Odegaard is because they don't clear the ball properly. We're able to win the goal, and we're able to get it to Saka and then score. The same with the second goal. You know, the corner, Brighton defender heads it out literally straight back to our player, and then Odegaard just hits it. But when he hits it kind of off the ground, and it kind of bounces and then it kind of goes almost top bins into the goal in the back of the goal. So Brighton, they were quite poor in terms of defensively clearing out the ball and getting rid of the pressure and getting their players back into position. So listen, it is what it is. Odegaard at that point for me deserved the goal because I think Odegaard was sourcing. I think Odegaard was playing very, very well this game. And like I said, I don't mind being wrong. I've been criticizing Odegaard a lot this season, but this game, and just like the West Ham game, the West Ham game, for me, Odegaard was man of the match. In this game again, Odegaard was once again at the centre of everything going good with Arsenal. Every time we was attacking, Odegaard was in the centre of it. He was always contributing to the way that we were attacking. And for me, I can't begrudge Odegaard right now. He's definitely shutting me up, and he's definitely shutting up a lot of his people that were criticizing him. Now, the only time I'm going to completely change my mind about Odegaard is if he keeps this up to the end of the season and we're able to win the league. And then I will completely change my mind on him. But he's starting to change my mind if he continues with these performances. Because I think, once again, he was one of the best performances. It was one of the best performances that I've seen from Odegaard so far in an Arsenal shirt. For me today, Odegaard, man, he was absolutely sourcing once again. Just like the form, carrying over the form that he had at West Ham, carrying it over to this game against Brighton. Saka on the break, there was a chance... we really went through that. Second half, on the break, Partey passes it to Martinelli, shoots, the goalkeeper doesn't hold it, and Nketiah gets the rebound, and it's 3-0. And this is what I'm liking about this Arsenal team. We're quick at reacting. We're quick at going forward and maximizing every opportunity that we get. In the first half, we did it when Saka got his goal, based off of Odegaard driving at them within 5 minutes into the first half. And the same with the second half. We're in about 3 or 4 minutes into the second half, and straight away, Nketiah is getting on the end of a rebound, and that's what I want to see. I think Nketiah strives more as a poacher in the box, and this is what I want to see. Do I think that Nketiah is going to be the be or end all for Arsenal? No. Do I think that he can sustain this decent run that Nketiah is on so far since Jesus has come back from the World Cup injured? No, I don't believe that this means that we don't need to go out there in January and get another striker. Because even if you think Nketiah is the guy, if Nketiah gets injured, what are we going to do? Then everyone's going to be like, oh, we should have bought in January, So we need to buy in Jan. But Nketiah, he took that well. He took his goal against West Ham. I think he took that very well. And this time, it was more of he was smarter to it. Knew where to be, knew to be in the box. That's where the chances are going to be. And knew that, if he gets an opportunity like he did in the first couple of minutes of the second half, he's there to react on the rebound or react on the final ball and put the ball in the back of the net. So I'm not going to bash Nketiah. Very good from Nketiah to be there. And this is what I want to see more of him. He's another player that I hope shuts me up in the future. I hope that Nketiah carries on with his good form, but we do need to get another striker because we can't just be, going in for the next couple of months, 3-4 months, until Jesus comes back with only one striker. But Nketiah did very, very well for his goal, and props is due. But this is when certain things started going downhill. This is when Brighton started applying pressure, started asking questions of our defence, and there was a couple of mistakes that Mikel Arteta made that, for me, were a bit questionable. Brighton goal, they cut us open, and where was the defence? Where was the defence for their first goal? I mean, it's not good enough for me. Like, you can't be allowing that much space defensively. Saliba today and Tomiyasu. Oh my days. Oh my days. Why did we get off Ben White? I can't believe I'm saying this because I've criticized Ben White a lot, but this season Ben White has been up there. He has been solid. Why did we, with 60 minutes, why are we taking off Ben White and Zinchenko? Tierney was calm. Tierney wasn't that bad. But Tomiyasu, and this is why when people be gassing to me about Tomiyasu and saying, oh, Tomiyasu, this is cala boca, pa. Tomiyasu ain't good enough, bro. The way that what's his name? Mitoma. Was it Mitoma? Yeah, Mitoma, bro. The way that winner, the Brighton winner, the way he was skinning him, leaving him on his ass, absolutely embarrassing from Tomiyasu. Embarrassing, bro. You can hold bench next game because that ain't good enough. I don't understand when we're changing the fullbacks, in 60 minutes. I don't understand that. For me, I don't understand why that was necessary, in my opinion. There was another chance, a long ball to Gross. Saliba didn't pick up his man, and luckily he hit it wide. And this is why the goal that was coming from Brighton was always coming, because I was seeing Saliba not being in the right position. I was seeing Tomiyasu getting skinned. I'm thinking, these men are going to score, bro. These men are going to score. If we don't get our shit together, these men are going to score. What a ball from Odegaard on the counter-attack to Martinelli, and the man finishes it off to make it 4-1. I mean, what a pass from Odegaard. From deep, first time. First time, I don't even think he took a touch. He literally just boom straight to Martinelli. Martinelli in and behind on the counter and slots it, and there you go, 4-1 to Arsenal. But listen, we still made hard work of it. For Brighton, the second goal, Saliba's defending was poor. I get it hit his knee, and then he went to win the ball, but then that was poor all round. Like, how can you? I'm sorry, either you commit or you don't commit. Saliba, for the second goal, for the Brighton second goal, doesn't commit. He's like, he commits, then goes off the player, then tries to commit again, and it hits his knee. It's like, bro, if you're going to go, make sure you win the ball, bro. Don't be indecisive. One thing I don't like about centre-backs is when they're indecisive. If you're going to go, make sure you win the ball. If you're going to stand off your man, stand off of him and wait for him to shoot and then block the shot. Saliba, I don't know what he was doing there. I understand it's his first season. It's his first year in the Premier League. It's his first season actually playing for Arsenal and getting in the starting lineup. I understand that. But at the same time, you made the mistake and gave away a stupid penalty to West Ham the last game. And now in this game, you're there doing all of that. Come on, it's poor. It is absolutely poor, and the way that certain times Brighton were able to carve us open. I mean, the first goal, one ball straight through. Where's Saliba? Where is Saliba? Where's Gabriel? Do you know what I mean? Where was even Partey? Like, where was the whole defense? How are they able to just cut through the middle of us like that? That is an embarrassment, caramba. I'm sorry. Saliba's got to do better. Does it mean that the guy can't become better? Does it mean that he's a dead defender? No. But that's not good enough. That's not good enough. The way that we're hyping him, the potential that he's come into the squad with, you've got to do better. You have to dominate your side. At the end of the day, if you're going to go for the ball, win the ball. If you're going to stand off your man, stand off him. Don't give him no space and wait for him to shoot. That's all I'm saying. That was poor from Saliba. But it was even worse from Tomiyasu going forward at the back. Honestly, poor. Another cross into the box and a Brighton player just about misses it. If they had a proper forward, they would have scored. The amount of chances that Brighton had today, Mel Deus. If they had a quality striker up front, I'm telling you right now, this game probably would have ended as a draw. It's absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, the chances that we gave away. I'll give the players props for having the fight to stay on and fight on. But at the same time, come on, where is the structure here? You know what I'm saying? And the offside goal, where was Tomiyasu? Where was Saliba? Honestly, nobody closes the game down. And Mitoma, the guy was just sourcing this game. Like, honestly, what is he doing? Like, how are you showing Mitoma inside? You're letting him inside. And then Saliba, he's just having a shocker by that point. Like, honestly, getting skinned. We were lucky that was chalked offside. And that would have been 4-3. And if it stayed 4-3 and the goal wasn't chalked offside, I'm telling you right now, this game would have been a draw. Because the way they were coming at us was embarrassing. Tomiyasu got skinned by Mitoma so many times. I don't even know what's going on. Literally, this guy needs to hold bench. I'm sorry, Ben White has to start over him. What I don't understand with Arteta, is why are you making changes, to the fullbacks in 60 minutes? Like, why? I don't understand why. Why did Tomiyasu have to come on? Why did Tini have to come on? I don't understand why. Can someone please put in the comments down below? Why is it that Tini and Tomiyasu needed to be changed? I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because we were dealing with the pressure from Brighton. And as soon as they come off, as soon as Tini and Tomiyasu comes off, they score 2 goals. Tini and Tomiyasu comes on, and all of a sudden, Mitoma scores with 65 minutes. Then they score in the 77th minute. Like, come on, man, this is embarrassing. Like, honestly, I'll give the boys props for the attitude, for staying in the game. I think going forward, Arsenal were class today Going forward, Saka was sourcing. Martinelli was at the end of everything, making runs, taking on players. Odegaard, the way he was moving the ball, dictating play. That was a sick pass to Martinelli the first time, the last goal, the fourth goal. What a pass. You know what I mean? Nketiah being instinctive. This is what we need from a striker. You got to do that sometimes. Sometimes you got to just get them rebounds, you know what I mean? And get them goals in that way. And I'll give him props for that. Xhaka as well. I think Xhaka was very good going forward as well, once again. Sourcing. But defensively, I'm honestly poor from Tomiyasu. Poor. You cannot allow the winger to cut in. Just stand off the guy. The guy's getting put on the ground, getting blitzed up by Mitoma. For this, come on. But overall, I'm happy. I'm happy. But honestly, it is a little bit alarming the way that some of these rotation plays. And this is why in January, we need to go out there and make sure that we get the business done that we need to get done. We need to go get the players that we need to get in. At the end of the day, some of these rotation players are just not good enough. You know, Arsenal are doing very well. The team is playing for the manager. We're playing very good football going forward. We look like winning games. We look like controlling games. We look confident. We're creating chances and we're being clinical with the possession. You know, with the possession. Because there's been times when we've had possession and we haven't killed teams off. During this run, we've definitely been killing teams off and maximizing having this level of possession. But at the same time, we can't be allowing people like Tomiyasu coming into the team. And it's like, bro, you got 40 minutes to impose yourself and just, bro, what is going on? What is going on? Saliba as well needs to be fixed. But if Saliba doesn't fix up, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, he's got a whole bench. Because you can't, week in, week out, be getting away with making these kinds of mistakes. You need to be held accountable. I know you're adjusting to the Premier League, but the penalty that he gave against West Ham was an absolute joke. And then today, like, honestly, like, where was the man marking? Leading, come on, you have to lead your back line, bro. You're a centre-back. You can't be getting skinned by Brighton. And this is a weakened Brighton. With no McAllister, with no Caicedo. Like, I'm expecting better. But at the same time, listen, at the end of the day, it's New Year's. Happy New Year's to everybody that's watching, everyone that comments, everyone that's here, relentless, watches all the videos, always interacting. Happy New Year. We won at the end of the day. And listen, I'm not going to take away from the heart from this team and the way that we fought to close the game off. And you already knew. By 4-1, I knew, even though it looked like they were going to score another one, which they did, I already knew that really and truly the game is done. We've won. But at the same time, it's a little bit worrying. I think Arteta needs to learn. He needs to learn from this, you know, taking off fullbacks in the 60th minute and making those changes when it's not as if things were going sideways with Ben White and Zinchenko on the pitch. I actually think they played very, very well. I think Zinchenko played very well going forward. And I think defensively he was calm. Ben White, I think, was very, very good. I don't think he had a bad game, Ben White. And, you know, maybe he'll learn from this. But at the same time, you know, we need to tackle the fact that we need another striker. There is still some players that we need to add to this team to make us just a little bit more solid. And, yeah, I'm going to get into you lot's comments because I want to see what you lot think about this game. For me, going forward, we were very good. Defensively, there was a lot to be desired defensively. I'm going to be completely honest. The second half today, I guess against West Ham was a complete opposite. First half, we were very good. We weren't clinical. The second half, we really turned it on him and made sure we got the win. This half, we played very well in the first half. The second half, we still played very well going forward, but defensively, oh my days. I just don't understand like why he made those changes to the fullbacks. I just don't understand why he made those changes to the fullbacks, I'm going to be completely honest. Great win at Brighton, shaky last 25 minutes, but AMX, not an easy place to go. Need some signings, caramba. Exatamente isso que eu estou a dizer, caramba. Precisamos de jogadores de verdade para ajudar essa equipa. This is what I've been saying. We need certain players. We need to buy certain players. I don't care what no one says. You can't just go with this team the way it is. We need to buy some players. But the boys deserve props today. Martinelli sourcing. Nketiah took his opportunity once again. Took his opportunity. Can't knock the boy for that. I can't. I don't necessarily think he's the answer, but I can't knock him for that. Saka, sourcing again. Do you know what I'm saying? Within less than 5 minutes, taking his goal. You know what I'm saying? Martinelli, off the counter-attack, doing what we need him to do, driving at defenders, you know, ready on the counter-attack to spring a counter-attack and make sure you put it, you know, at the back of the net. Once again, Granit Xhaka, always recycling that ball and trying to make something happen in the final third. Martin Odegaard being way more direct than I've ever seen him. And this is exactly what I wanted to see. And now that we're seeing it, we're seeing how it's benefiting Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard, for me, keep this up. Now I've seen the level that you've performed at against West Ham and Brighton. Keep it up. Because if you drop it, I'm going to be on your case. Thomas Partey, I think, had a good game. At times, he could have helped out Gabriel and Saliba. Yeah. The first goal, where was he for the first goal? One ball straight in, boom. They were in and they scored. It's like through the middle, you should have that under control. Let's be real. You should have that under control. But then again, so should Gabriel and Saliba. Saliba today, his marking and his positioning today. The positioning and marking from Saliba today was atrocious. I'm sorry. It was atrocious. He needs to work on it and he needs to stop. He needs to work on his game and actually, you know, maybe watch some other defenders and watch the positioning that you need in the Premier League. Because I don't know what is going on with this guy. You know what I mean? Bad position against West Ham and you bring Bowen down and they get a penalty. Today, you're letting Matoma. We got away with one today. Because if that goal wasn't caught offside, boy, and if Brighton, with the chances that they create, In the first half, I think Brighton going forward, they were creating chances, but the final ball was poor. In the second half, the final ball was a lot better. And if they had a proper striker, boy, this game could have went either way. I'll be real. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Bruv, what the fuck happened in that second half? It was shocking. So lucky the goal for 4-3 was disallowed. We just went into a shell, got clumsy, panicky, and disjointed. I think they dominated the possession too. Yeah, bro, it was shambolic, bro. Big up to you, Arsenal, man. It was shambolic, bro. Like, honestly, like, what is going on? And Tomiyasu weren't helping Saliba, but Saliba as well, his positioning, and he just wasn't picking up Matoma and allowing him inside. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, you learn this at Power League. You never allow the guy to cut inside. You never allow him. You show him down the line. That's the first thing. If you've ever been to Power League, that's what they say when you're defending. You don't even need to commit. You just show the guy the outside. Don't fully commit. Just stand off of him. But the thing is with Saliba, it's like for the second goal, I get it rebounded off your knee, but at the same time, you went for it at first, then backed off the player, then tried to go back into him, and that's when it hit off your knee. And it's like, bro, the indecisiveness is what caught you out, and into why they scored the goal. Like, it's not good enough. For me, not good enough, man. And this guy, I'm watching him now because Saliba, this is atrocious, man. Saliba, what the fuck, bruv? It was holding Mustafi, etc. We would have ripped into them. This is what I'm saying. I'm not me, yeah. I keep it real, bro. I keep it real. If a player has a bad game, everyone that watches this show, yeah, you know I rate Saliba. You know I rate these man. Yeah, I rate Saliba, I rate Saka, I rate Martinelli. If they have a bad game, I will still criticize. At the end of the day, the start is the club, not no player. If you're not performing, I'm going to get onto you because they ain't good enough. And now it's 2 games in a row from Saliba making stupid mistakes. He's got to fix up. He's got to fix up. We can't make some players accountable for certain stuff and other players not. That's when you see the agendas thing. That's when you see favoritism. Of course, I got players that I think are better than others. But a bad game is a bad game. I don't care who you are. A bad game is a bad game. And if you don't have a good game, I'm going to get onto you. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. And Saliba, bro, I completely agree with you, bro. Not good enough from Saliba. Happy New Year to all of you lot as well, man. You know what I mean? It's been a long year, man. Been a long, long year. I'm happy with the win, but not with the second half performance. Sat back, ball watching, and they were all over us like a rash. Not good at all. Bro, this is what I'm saying. It was an absolute joke, bro. Absolute joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying Matoma's dead yet, but like, bro, that Grove guy, Matoma, the amount of space and time these men were getting was ridiculous, and the way they were being able to just cut in, bro, that was a problem. Our right hand side with Tomiyasu, bro, no way. I don't want this guy in the starting lineup. Nah, too shaky. And if Saliba carries on, I know we don't have amazing centre backs, but at the end of the day, man, it can't carry on. These mistakes can't carry on. They can't. We need better. Like, nah. Saliba needs to knock this out of his game. But I'm not writing the guy off. Like I said, I'm not writing the guy off because it's his first season. And I get it. He's adjusting from League 1 to the Premier League, the best league in the world. But he needs to do better. Bruv, they spent the last 40 minutes in the second half in our box. We were shook. We were, bro. We did hit him on a counter, which was good because that's what you got to do. If the team is dominating play, you need to make sure when you hit them on the counter, you make it count. And we did, and Martinelli put them to bed. But it's more, for me, the problem of allowing Mitoma to just keep cutting inside, bro. Every time, skinning up, flipping Tomiyasu, and Saliba just wasn't marking him and showing him on the inside. It's like, bro, a big part of defending is positioning. That is a major part. If you're positioned in the right position, yeah, the player doesn't get the opportunity. When you're already out of position, you're already now tracking back. Now you're already on the disadvantage. The advantage is for the attacker. The positioning for Tomiyasu and for Saliba was atrocious, which is why Matoma could cut inside because they were leaving gaps inside. They weren't positioning him. They weren't pushing him onto the wing. They were allowing him to cut in. It's poor, man. It's poor. Drop off with the subs. Tommy is struggling, bro. This guy, I don't know. He got a whole bench, bro. We're in the title challenge. We ain't got time to be, you know what I mean? We ain't got the time. We ain't got time to be, you know, carrying certain man. How much is Matoma, bro? I don't know how much he is. I got to check on Transfer Mart. I don't know how much he is, but bro, that guy was sourcing, bro. With space, that guy was sourcing. Saliba not played much, so I'm giving him a little blind, bro. Bro, nah, man. We're in a title race. Listen, I need levels from him, bro. And today was not levels. Odegaard, that pass was level, bro. That was a saucy pass from Odegaard, bro. And this is all I've wanted from this guy. This is exactly what I've wanted from Odegaard. Be more effective on the final third. Be more productive. Stop all this backward sideways. And it's a miracle what he can do when he's not playing it backward sideways. Always a safe pass. Always the easy pass. Bro, Odegaard's been sourcing, bro. That pass to Martinelli was levels. I can't lie. I got to give him props where props is due. Vamos, man. Big up to you, man. Feliz anos to everyone that's watching. You know what I mean? Feliz Novan. No estamos aqui, caramba. My bro, Northside. Big up, bro. Big up. Cerveja settings, caramba. Nah, you know what? I'm on a rum and coke today. I thought Basessin said I'm on a rum and coke. I'm not lying to you, bro. I'm on a rum and coke today, chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm fuming about today's results. Of course, bro. D1, you already know, bro. What happened to you lot, though? What happened to you lot? That Damari Gray, bro. What a goal. Slapped it top bins. You, man, was stressed. I saw, was it Stones? You had a corner where Stones hit it against the post. That was mad. Listen, this has gone exactly the way we needed it to go. Arsenal get the win against Brighton and Man City drop points to Everton. This is exactly what we needed to. Needed to happen, and it's happened. So at the end of the day, I'm happy, man. Honestly, I'm so happy. And now I can enjoy the countdown to the new year in peace. You know what I mean? Lock off a year, a stressful year, but a very good year in some aspects of my life. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Gabriel got the yellow and put them onside for one of the goals. Was unlucky though, just his hands. The goal wasn't entirely his fault. Saliba error was farcical though. Bro, it's a joke, man. Saliba today, I'm sorry, man. Poor. Really poor. Thank goodness we got two very good wingers in Martinelli and Saka. Hey, they're doing the business for us. They are drive forward. Martinelli is my boy. I want him to be one of the best of his generation. Bro, if he continues, he will be, man. The guy's sourcing, bro. I always believe the Martinelli, though. You know what I mean? He's cold. He's actually cold. Big up Northside, my G. Big up to you, bro. Love for locking in Fear of Black London. After that 60th minute, Ben White sub off, we got too comfortable. Way too comfortable. That's why I don't understand why we took him off. I think Ben White was having a good game. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Zinchenko was having a good game. Of course, yeah, there was times where Brighton had opportunities, but they weren't really doing much. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Tomiyasu's got a whole bench, man. Not good enough. I don't even want to talk about that mega performance my team put in today. I'm fuming. Listen, D1 is stressed. Come on, familia. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Bro, I'm happy today. I'm not going to lie. Overall, I'm happy we got the win. But we need to fix up defensively. And some of these players are on the bench for a reason. They're not good enough. And this is what I've been saying, why we need to go out there in January and actually start buying some players. Because certain players that are on the bench just can't do a job. They're just not good enough. Lokonga ain't good enough. Fabio Vieira ain't good enough. Tomiyasu ain't good enough. It's the facts. And every time we try to rely on these, man, they let us down. You know? So it is what it is, man. We need to go out there and get some business done. Ben White and Zinchenko are so important to our back line. Yeah, even Tierney. I don't think Tierney had a bad game. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Do you, man, think Tierney had I don't think Tierney had a bad game. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more Tomiyasu and Saliba today. Even Gabriel. I mean, we got onto Gabriel a lot, saying he has the bozo gene and things like that. And the criticism that he received was warranted because a lot of times he was making stupid decisions this season, Gabriel. And sometimes he had the tendency to lock off. But today, I don't really blame Gabriel today. I blame more Saliba. Saliba didn't help him out. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it is what it is. Let's celebrate, bro. We're out here, man. I'm on a rum and coke. You already know, man. Man's got a little blim. Estamos aqui a celebrar novo ano, caramba. Estamos aqui, temos vida, temos comida, temos bebida, temos tudo. You know what I mean? Não estamos doentes. We're good, bro. Life is good, bro. You know what I mean? Life is good. Arsenal stay top of the league. 7 points clear. Long may it continue. Do you know what I'm saying? Long may it continue. Deji right now. I'm going to send for Deji, bro. Deji right now, yeah? So, filo da puta. You're stressed, bro. You're stressed. You lot better perform tomorrow. You better perform. Because I'm telling you right now, Monday or Tuesday, when we do the rival show, I'm going to cook you again if your team is underwhelming once again, bro. You need nothing less than a win. And if you don't get it, I'm coming for you, Deji. I'm coming for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand which Merda sold sold Zinchenko. Bro, you man are stressed. You man are stressed. Big up Northside in the chat. Big up to you, bro. When we needed to retain some control in the game, we go to the well. That's there is nothing there. The bench needs massive surgery, bro. 100%. The bench do need massive surgery, bro. It ain't good enough. It really ain't good enough on the bench, man. Even though I'm fuming, people I still want to see everyone hitting that like button and support my bro. Come on, Tropa, man. Tropa Elite in the building. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button, man. Don't be a viado, yeah? Don't be a viado your whole life. 3-0, 4-1, they're hanging on. Luckily, their goal for 4-3 was chalked off at the end. Could have ended blowing it. Just sat too deep and clumsy. Yeah, we looked a lot more control. Like, this Arsenal team isn't a team that can control the game, allowing the opposition to apply pressure. We look the best when we're attacking. And literally, yeah, in the first half, we were attacking and we were controlling. Yeah, they got a couple of opportunities, but they weren't really carving us open. For me, we can't sit back. This team cannot sit back. We don't have the personnel to just sit back and withstand the pressure and withstand the team coming at us. We need to impose ourselves. This is when I've seen the best from Arsenal. And for me, we just need to keep attacking. And at the end of the day, attacking is a form of defending. Attacking is because the opposition can't do anything when you've got the ball, when you've got control of the ball. So you can create more opportunities and score more goals. So for me, yeah, I just think after the 60th minute, I think Arteta got it wrong in that aspect, man. Like, Arteta's done very well in the style of play that he's implemented. He's done very well in getting us with a starting 11 that can perform. But at the same time, making those subs in 60 minutes, I don't think were necessary. You know, if the fullbacks are having a terrible game, fair. I'll say, right, they're being terrible. He has to make a change. I don't think that was the case. I don't think that Ben White was having a terrible game. I don't think Tierney was having, not Tierney, Zinchenko was having a very bad game. We went into the first half. We went in at half time and it was quite comfortable. Even my cousin that's round right now was saying, yo, it's comfortable for you lot. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand. I don't think it was necessary. Honestly, although Saliba was suspect, Odegaard has been brilliant and we deserve the win. 100% we deserve the win. We deserve the win, but if we keep defending like that against a team that's got a better striker than Trossard, a better midfielder than Lallana, you know, it could have been a different game. And this is why if they had their full strength team, it could have been a different game. If they had Caicedo fit, if they had McAllister, it could have been different. I mean, look how close it was. Look how many opportunities they make. Brighton make a lot of opportunities. Luckily for us, they don't have the quality up front to bury a lot of the chances that they create. Northside, does Saliba get a pass from you again? Bro, no passes, bro. No passes. Shocking from Saliba. Absolutely shocking. Saliba and Tomiyasu today absolutely let the team down. But the rest of the team, Happy New Year. The problem is, who would you play over Saliba? That's the problem. Would you put Ben White again into the center? I think Ben White is cooking and doing very well as a right winger, as a right back. Would you put Tomiyasu as a centre back? I don't know. I mean, his performance today as a right back, I wouldn't really put him at the centre. I think it's going to be another calamity from him as a centre back. Then would you put Rob Holding? Rob Holding, somebody that I've never really rated and I don't think he's good enough. So this is the problem. And now we're going into the January transfer window. Are we going to spend enough money to buy, Mudryk? They look like they want 80 mil for him. We still need another striker. And we need another midfielder, really and truly. Will we still have enough to get another centre back? I mean, Saliba just needs to up his game. I still think that there's a centre back there, but he needs to adjust quickly to the league because we're in a title challenge, and if he continues dropping these kind of performances, then unfortunately he may need to hold bench because I can't keep seeing this kind of defending from him. 2 games in a row now. I'm sorry, I'm expecting better. This is Arsenal Football Club. We're in a title challenge. I'm sorry. You need to be doing better. Big up Northside. Happy New Year, brother. Come on, man. Feliz Años to everybody that's in the chat, everyone that's liked the video, everyone that dropped a comment, everyone. Tropa Elite in the building, caramba. Estamos aqui. You know what I mean? Estamos juntos. What's your thoughts on your next game against Newcastle? Will be a much harder game. That's what I'm saying. Defending like that against Newcastle, bro. Wood can score. They've got Almiron that's sourcing as well. That team is sourcing as a unit. We can't be defending like this. You know what I mean? We can't. We can't be defending like this. Click the likes, people. Come on, man. Big up to you, man. Can't lie, you lot started looking lost when Partey went off. That's another one I wanted to get into. Like, why are you taking Thomas Partey and putting El Nene? And this is exactly why I've been saying, yeah, we need better than El Nene. I've been saying it. A lot of people saying we need a striker, we need a winger. Bro, we need another CDM. There's Palinha out there. There's CDMs out there. This is why I was so vexed when Basuma went to Tottenham. We need another CDM. Every time El Nene comes on, bro, you see exactly why he's not the same level as Partey. We completely lost control when Partey came off. I don't understand why Arteta did that. Doesn't make no sense, bro. Just leave Partey on. Did he get a knock? I didn't see him get a knock. I know he got fouled one time by Billy Gilmore, but I didn't see him limping. Did anyone see him limping? Because I didn't. I don't understand. But listen, it's New Year's. We've got the points. We're 7 points clear. I don't want to turn it into a negative stream. But at the same time, I can only have a judgment, have an opinion based on what I saw. Second half, comfortable. After the 60th minute, Partey coming off, Ben White coming off, Zinchenko coming off, we completely lost control and allowed Brighton to dictate play and allowed Brighton all the opportunity and space to cut in and make chances. And we're very, very lucky. We're very lucky. Let's keep it real. I like that player, Mitoma. Yeah, bro, I think he's all right, bro. You know what I mean? Mitoma was cooking Tommy, absolutely cooking, bro. Sorry, bro, don't kill me. But FC Porto all day. What happened to the Agua Victoria? Got put in a spliff by Braga. Braga get these results against the big boys. Bro, Benfica, bro, I didn't even see the game. I need to watch I need to watch it. I saw it yesterday. I said, I can't even bother to watch the highlights, bro. Like, Benfica losing 3-0 against Braga, bro, it's long. It is long. But nah, man, ban Porto, bro. I'm Benfica all day, every day, man. Tommy just come back from injury still. Okay, come back from injury, but it ain't good enough, bro. It ain't good enough. If he's not fully fit, then why is he coming on? You know what I'm saying? If Tomiyasu ain't ready, then why is he on the pitch? Tomiyasu is average at best. I was never convinced by this signing. People hyping him up, bro. I agree, bro. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I really don't see it in Tomiyasu. I don't think Newcastle game is harder, more physical, and we're at home. I don't know, bro. I think they are, bro. The table don't lie, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So they're right now in the top 4. They're performing and they create chances and they put their chances away. So I don't know. I disagree with you, bro. I think they got more quality in their squad than Brighton do. Do you know what I'm saying? Mudryk literally telling Arsenal, come and get me. Yeah, but I think the problem is that they want too much. Like, they want too much for Mudryk. That's the problem. And for a player that we don't know if he's going to be able to perform at the highest level, at the best league, I think 80 million is a lot of money to buy someone from the Ukrainian league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of money, but they're looking around for how much Jota went for and other wingers have gone for, and they're thinking, bro, we want similar kind of money. We want big money. Do you know what I'm saying? Mudryk's working for us. Look at his IG story. It is what it is, man. Like, if we don't get him and we got Zaha, you ain't gonna see me crying. That's all I'm saying. I won't be crying about it. Tommy only played once in the World Cup and has not been getting minutes for Arsenal. Give him a chance, bro. Give him a chance, but you got to up his game, bro. We're in a title challenge. When you're in a title challenge, you got to be critical because that is the levels right now. You got to be critical. We got away with it today because going forward today, Arsenal were excellent. But on another day that we're not able to, score as many goals as we scored today, scoring 4 goals, those chances, look, they scored 2 goals from it. Another day when we're scoring, we can only score 2 goals or a goal. We can easily end up drawing or losing, playing defensively, being as open as we was and naive as we was, and conceding control to the game the way that we did defensively. Like, it's not. Listen, another day, bro, it ain't good enough. But it is what it is. Saliba was lauded last few months. Recently, he's making some amateur errors for club and country. He's got to step up. Tomiyasu, I can tell you're not a big fan. Bring back Bellerin. Nah. Allow that, bro. Allow that, but bring back Bellerin, man. Come on, man. No Bellerin, bro. No Bellerin. Nah. Allow Bellerin, bro. Odegaard needs to do this in big games, and then I'll give him props. So far, in the last few games, he's been great. Odegaard's been... But I'm giving him props because he keeps showing a good. Do you know what it is with Odegaard? Yeah, I'm seeing consistency. The main thing that I said about Odegaard was the inconsistency. You know, one game he's good, then he's not that great. Then one game he's good, then he's not that great. I understand about saying that Odegaard needs to do it in big games. I completely agree with you. He does need to do this in big games. But he's doing it more times than not now. He's producing. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's really affecting the final third. And you're seeing that a lot of players are flourishing even more. Saka's getting more goals. Martinelli getting more goals. Even Nketiah is now getting goals. You know what I mean? Because Odegaard, we now got a number 10 that's actually, you know, he can pick up the ball and drive and create something out of nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what we needed. Before he was playing like a deep line playmaker, just wanting to play it safe, play the safe pass. But listen, he does need to do it against the big teams. And if he does it against the big teams, even more props to him. But I need him to just keep doing it consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? And that will build the confidence for the big games. And I hope he does do it. I hope he does prove me wrong. Like I said, every player that I criticize for Arsenal, I want them to prove me wrong. And at the moment, Ben White and Odegaard are proving me wrong. And long may it continue. Nketiah is starting to pick up a bit of form, but I still think we need another striker. I still don't think he's the levels. But hopefully he can prove me wrong. He can prove me wrong that he's not good enough, that he's not made for, you know, to be in a top 14. But we'll see. We'll see. The only thing that can shut, this is the thing, yeah? Anything can change in football, but players need to be consistent and they got to work on their weak side of their game. Yeah. And then opinions can change. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I need to see proof. I need to see consistency. We were 3-0. That's why Teps brought White and Tierney off. We got a lot of games coming up. Okay, cool. But don't take Partey off. If you're going to take them two off, okay, cool. But don't take Partey off. And the thing is like, we don't have that quality off the bench. And this is why, yeah, I've been saying, a lot of you lot have been saying as well, this is why we need quality off the bench so that you can rest players. Because I get it. Sometimes you've got to rest players, but at the same time, when you don't have that quality on the bench, then you just have to go with your best players because it can cost you. It is what it is. But all I kept hearing is, oh, but look at our starting lineup. Look at our starting lineup from a lot of Arsenal fans. And now they're going to start seeing that a lot of these bench players, when you do need to call them on to perform on the pitch, they're just not of the level. They're just not of the level that's needed. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. 14 wins out of 16 is not a bad return. We've been the best team in the league. And long may that continue. Long may that continue. And January will make us know if we're going to be able to keep up with not keep up with Man City because we're past them, keep up this good form and win the league. Today has been a painful day in the Premier League. Bro, today's a great day, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Karab. Arsenal won, bro. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. I can't lie. And the Arsenal youngsters are sourcing. I can't lie. They're sourcing, bro. Absolutely sourcing. Hey, Northside, Happy New Year for tomorrow, bro. A very important win for Arsenal. There's still a lot of work to do. And that, big up to you, Static, bro. Exactly. Your comment that's exactly what I wanted to say. Do you know what I'm saying? Great win, but there's a lot of work to do. We need some players that we need to build up this bench because the weakest aspect to Arsenal is the bench is absolutely poor. We need another world-class striker. We need somebody else that can battle Thomas Partey for his position because it is poor. It's poor. When we use the bench, the levels just drop off dramatically. And today, you can see it from the first half to the second half. The drop off. You know what I'm saying? Manik, of course, we need more signings. I'm the first to say this. Was the game plan to play on the counter-attack for this match? We had very low possession stats for the first time in a while. But at the end of the day, we knew they were going to come at us, and Brighton are a team that are going to create chances. But at the same time, there's a way to control the game. I think in the first half, we had the right balance of counter-attack and also controlling the game. At times, we controlled the game. At times, we knew that they would create chances. We defended it properly and then hit them again on the break, and we was able to score. In the second half, we completely just allowed them to just come on to us, didn't defend properly, didn't mark our man, didn't pick up our man, didn't, show them to the wing and allow them to cut inside. And if you're going to concede possession, then you have to be able to defend properly. It's as simple as that. You can't be naive in your defending and allow the opposition to have that many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And the discipline went out the window on the second half. That's what happened. In my opinion. Feliz ano, irmão, e a tropa elite. Come on, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Love, man. Love, love, love. Looking at the table and today's results just makes me need to take 2 paracetamol for headaches. It's calm, bro. It's calm, man. Don't worry about that, man. I can't lie. Yeah, bro. Saliba plays like that against Newcastle on Tuesday. Callum Wilson will be running things. I'm telling you, if he plays like that, bro, we're losing against Newcastle. I'm telling man now. They got more quality going forward. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm fuming, but congratulations to you lots for the win and for being top going into the new year. Come on, man. Big up to D1, man. You're a real one. What's this here? Pep has to take a lot of the blame, making subs with 10 minutes left. There we go. I love Grealish, but right now, that Meda needs to be holding bench. It is what it is, bro. Fair now, I would say that Haaland is Haaland, goal-scoring machine everywhere he's been. The problem is our wingers ain't putting in consistent good performances, and Foden needs to be starting. Okay. Today is a perfect example. Grealish and Mahrez were absolutely useless, and Prep took long to get Foden and Alvarez on. Well, I did see Mahrez created the assist. I think he did very well. Mahrez created the assist for Haaland. But listen, I didn't watch the game 90 minutes. Maybe he was poor. Other than that, maybe he was poor. I don't know. You'd know more, bro, because I didn't actually watch your game. I just saw your highlights. I have to admit, though, Odegaard is levels. Bro, we'll see by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely up in his game, and he's definitely performing very well. But we'll see in the top by the end of the season if, overall, did he shine in more games than not? Then we'll see, innit? We need some more depth, Iman. Exactly. Player ratings. For players, should I do player ratings? All right, cool. Let me quickly do player ratings. Hold on. Let me get it up. Let me screen share. There we go. Right, there we go. Player ratings. For me, Martinelli and Saka both get. I would give both of them an 8. I'd give Nketiah a 7. I'd give Odegaard a 9. For me, I think he was man of the match. I'd give Partey an 8. I'd give Granit Xhaka a 7. I'd give Ben White. I'd give him an 8. I'd give Saliba a 4. I'd give Gabriel. I'd give him a 6. Should I give it? Is that a bit harsh? Fuck it, I'm giving him a 6. Just because of that second half. I don't think everything was his fault, but I still don't think that. I think at times as well his position was a little bit, but I think it was more Saliba. I'd give him a 6, and I'd give Saliba a 4. And I'd give Zinchenko, I'd give him a 7. That's my player ratings. Let me know what you lot's player ratings is, man. You know what I'm saying? I gave Odegaard a 9 because for me, he was man of the match. And I think Saka and Martinelli were up there, and I give both of them 8s. I think 7s are for Partey, Nketiah, and Xhaka for me. But let me know what do you lot think? Who's your man of the match? Who's your man of the match? For me, like I said, I think it's Odegaard once again. And Odegaard, for me, has got two games now where for me he's man of the match. West Ham, man of the match. This game, for me, man of the match. Scores a goal, a couple of assists. What else could I ask for him? There's nothing else I could have asked from Odegaard in this game, if I'm being completely honest. Now keep this up. Big up to you, bro. Road to 3K. Come on. Yeah, man, we're here, man. We're here. We're out here, bro. We're out here. D1 says Ramsdale 5, Ben White 5, Saliba 4, Gabriel 5, Zinchenko 6, Partey 8, Xhaka 7, Saka 9, Odegaard 9, Martinelli 9, Saka 6. Okay, fair enough. Consta says Ramsdale 6, Ben White 6, Saliba 4, Gabriel 6, Zinchenko 6, Xhaka 6, Partey 6, Odegaard 9, Saka 8, Martinelli 8, Eddie 7, Arteta 8. Okay, fair enough. I don't think Xhaka was that bad. 6 ain't bad for Xhaka. Yeah, Ben White 6. I don't really see Ben White doing too bad this game, if I'll be completely honest. I don't think he did too bad. And man, already know that I don't really rate this guy. Partey as well. I think Partey did well. I don't think Partey was bad, especially in the first half. Things went sideways when Partey came off. So I think the 6 for Partey is a little bit harsh. I think he deserves at least a 7. I think it showed how good he was because when he came off, you really saw that we lost control. So listen, it is what it is. It's you lot's players' ratings. I'm not listen, everyone's entitled to their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Ramsdale looked a bit slow, bro. Yeah, Ramsdale to me, a 6 for Ramsdale I think is fine. No more than a 6 for me for Ramsdale, to be completely honest. But then again, I mean, when you're letting Tomiyasu and Saliba allow their winger to be cutting in and have all the space in the world and spamming crosses into the box, because Brighton was just spamming crosses, I mean, the goalkeeper ultimately is at the mercy as well of his defenders. The defenders are allowing attackers to run through them and not picking up their man, defending properly, defending their spaces. What can the goalkeeper really do? To a certain degree. So I'm not going to completely cook Ramsdale, but I get it. For my team, Edson was 3, Lewis 3, Akanji 3, Stones 4, Ake 4, De Bruyne 4, Rodri 3, Bruno, Bernard Silva 4, Mahrez 4, Haaland 7, Grealish 2. So what? D1 quickly before we close up. What? So are you saying that Grealish ain't good enough for Man City? Like, you're not happy with that signing? I want to know, because a lot of people be getting onto Grealish's case. I don't know, bro. I kind of feel like he just doesn't have the. I feel like at Man City, yeah, Pep wants you to play a certain way, and if you don't play that certain way, then you know what I mean. Like, he don't have the freedoms he had at Aston Villa, and I think at Aston Villa he was able to dictate things in a different way. I think at Man City he has to play into the system, and I think that kind of hinders Grealish. But it might not be a good fit because Pep is meticulous, bro. You got to play his way, and if you don't play his way, bro, like, you ain't playing. Do you know what I'm saying? That just might not be to Grealish's strengths. That's how I see it as an outsider. But I don't know. I still think Grealish is a baller, but he needs to step it up, man. He does need to step it up. Odegaard, man of the match in mum, 100% agree with you. Saliba, worst player on the pitch for us. Man needs to see bench for the next game. Bro, I think it's joint, bro. I think it's Saliba and Tomiyasu were the worst players on the pitch, bro. Both of them, joint, both of them, bro. Both of them. That right-hand side, we had no protection on that right-hand side with them, bro. No protection on that right-hand side. Bro, I'm going to be real. I like Grealish, but he's not been consistent for us. Only wants to play good when he feels like it. It's mad. It's mad, bro. It's mad. But what can you do, man? At the end of the day, D1, you can celebrate with us, man. Whenever you want to be a gooner, don't worry, man. You know what I mean? We'll forget about your Man City background. Listen, Arsenal 4, Brighton 2. And however any of you are going to celebrate New Year's, make sure you celebrate with family. Make sure you have a good time. You know what I mean? It's been a long year. We've gone through a lot of things. We've gone through a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? In the last 5 years, COVID, everything, and we're still here. So, you know what I mean? Got to give thanks to God. Estamos aqui, mais um ano de vida. Vamos celebrar. Arsenal gonna hopefully win the campeonato. Hopefully we win. We'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Am I going to get drunk today? Nah, because I'm going clubbing again tomorrow. So I'm probably not going to get drunk today. But I'm still going to be drinking on a rum and coke and celebrating, caramba. Because you know what? You only got one life. No estamos aquí. You know what I mean? Hoje papila. Hey, papila. Trust me. Today, we'll celebrate, man. Arsenal, bruv, you made me happy. Overall, you made me happy, man. We got the win. It's the most important thing. Sometimes it is what it is, man. You got to get the 3 points. How you get the 3 points, and we're out here. But listen, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, caramba. And Happy New Year to everyone. Come on. Arsenal top of the league. Filhos da puta.